Tamasya lokasya vibhori rakshishuhu grihe avartino asi mama kileshwaraha rajanya samna asurakoti yutapai nirvuhyamana nihanishya se chamuhu. O my Lord, proprietor of the all creation, you have now appeared in my house, desiring to protect this world. I am sure that you will kill all the armies that are moving all over the world under the leadership of politicians who are dressed as the Kshatriya rulers, but who are factually demons. They must be killed by you for the protection of the innocent public. So, various thoughts we can have on this. When Lord Krishna appeared, Paritranaya sadhuna vinashaya cha dushkritam. So how did Lord Krishna do that? By lifting weapons. From the moment he was born, Krishna killed Putana and then Aghasura, Bakasura, big list, and then finally killed Kamsa itself. And after that, through agency of Arjuna, Krishna wholesale slaughtered millions of people. Correct? He did kill. In fact, Bhagavad Gita was spoken because Arjuna said, I don't want to kill. Krishna says, kill. We understand this. But then Lord Chaitanya came, the situation was in one sense precarious. Whole India was taken over by foreign rulers and temples were also broken. So many devotees were tortured also. But Lord Chaitanya did not lift any weapon. Now we, the followers of Lord Chaitanya, have to be in the same spirit. See, independently somebody wants to do something, do whatever you want. As far as in the movement of Lord Chaitanya, in the spirit of Lord Chaitanya, we have to be very careful actually, very, very careful. We should be knowing our mood. You see, in a mood of Srila Prabhupada throughout, you'll never see any hatred for any religion. You do not see in his personality. Otherwise, you not have made any persons from different parts of the world to take to Krishna consciousness. When somebody asks Srila Prabhupada in America, what do you say about Jesus? Prabhupada says, he is my guru. So Prabhupada did not artificially say that. He genuinely said that. He is my guru. He gave his life to spread the name of the Lord. Correct? So in that respect, we have to see every religion is very respectable. And we have to be therefore very much careful to keep away. Prabhuji, we should practice to sit in. It will be difficult, but practice. It doesn't look good. It's an offense to do like this in front of the Lord. It's a little painful, but get used to. All artificial. They said we are all used to sitting on the chairs and all, which is artificial. Therefore, we cannot sit. Even same problem I also have. People who have used to sit for hours, they can sit comfortably. Prabhupada was sitting. He was writing his books like this. Hours he is sitting. Prabhupada did not say, give me a chair table. Sitting. He was always sitting. Correct? You see all the darshans of Prabhupada. Prabhupada is never sitting on a chair on a table. Never. Sitting like this on a asana. We should get used to. If you have painful, use a cushion, but we should get used to. Also, we should get used to drinking water, not like a baby. You should drink water without making it juta. It doesn't look good. Devotees drinking like that. But always never make it juta. Practice. It's just matter of practice. We get used to it. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, therefore, the mood of Srila Prabhupada, you see, was transparent. He was very, very respectable to every religion. We should remain like that. Otherwise, don't be part of the movement. Because this is not what the movement is about. Then we cannot preach left, right, center to all sections of society, people from every religion. We cannot preach, correct? Because sometimes influenced by so-called militant, offensive people in every religion, we lose that character. Correct? We should be very, very careful. In fact, then we do a kind of an offense. Because every religion is also one kind of a Veda. Because anything which takes you to God is Veda. Correct? Anything. Suppose we disrespect the Devi Devata worship. If you disrespect that, that is also an offense. Then it will break our bhakti. We don't disrespect that, but we say it's not intelligent. Correct? So different parts of the world, different religious preachers at different times are given many bona fide systems, we should not disrespect that as far as they are bona fide. Correct? We don't disrespect that. We should be very careful. But sometimes be contaminated by offensive people in every religion they are there. We lose that purity. Then we cannot preach, neither we can represent this movement. This mood of the movement is always respectful. We should give respect to even an ant. Why not give respect to every religion? We should be very cautious. It's not that in India we say, oh, those people in the foreign countries, we envy them, we are jealous of them, we speak so many bad words. And when you go to their country, we say sisters and brothers. No, we are not duplicitous. We are same all the time. Prabhupada never, always he had same mood, same. In his purpose, writing in his books, black and white. What his vision is always same. You will not find any place. Prabhupada does say, if you do not understand philosophy, you will tend to become fanatic. That's it. It doesn't go cross boundary more than that. Never using bad words, vulgar words. Some people do that. Very, very neophyte. Very, very neophyte. Practically practicing spiritual life in Tamoguna, you will behave like that. Correct? Nobody will behave like that. A devotee doesn't have these kind. Devotee is always respectful. And he is always in a proper mood situated in Krishna consciousness. So now we see in this world, actually situation is difficult. Therefore, Trinadapi Sunichayana Taror Api Sahishnuna Amani Namanadena Kirtani Sadahari. Even when we are recently studying the Bangladesh war was happening, India-Pakistan war, at the time of Bangladesh becoming separate from Pakistan. It was a huge thing. For Pakistan, why would you like to lose half of the country practically? Correct? It was a huge war. And the Prabhupada was in India at the time. And I don't know which city he is in, maybe in Calcutta. There was blackout, 1971. And the reporter comes to Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada! He was interviewing Prabhupada. There's a blackout. This is the ugly reality of the world today. Prabhupada, the ugly reality of the world? It is always ugly reality only. The world is never a good place. He does not agree to get disturbed by that. He remains so peaceful. That's a devotee. He is so deep that even a world war on that time does not disturb him. So it's okay. It's okay. Correct? You understand? Anybody will be alarmed, anybody will come to a stage of some kind of emergency, will lose his emotions, will start shouting against the other country. We would have been there, spoken some evil words for no, they could not budge him. Sitting very peaceful. This world is a miserable place. Always these are difficulties part of this world. So peaceful he stays because he is giving due respect to this world. When you give respect to somebody that it doesn't deserve, then you get a shock. You get a pain. Why does a person behave like that? When you are actually judging a person properly, you never get a shock because you know he is like that. So similarly, when you know the nature, the world is pathetic. So when you see these things happening in this world, you don't say ugly reality because Acharya always is seeing the ugly reality. Prabhupada tells, trying to convince that reporter, see, you're walking a street. How much you're confident you will cross the street? Somebody may come in wrong direction and hit you. It's all finished. It happens. Now you may drive very properly. Somebody may come in the wrong way. And everybody makes mistake. You may not see somebody. Finished. So we cannot be confident in this world. The ugly reality of this world is a miserable place. But don't give value more than that. The very, very devotee is very peaceful in any situation. It doesn't lose. If any one of us would have been there in this situation with the blackout and all, we would have spoken some maybe even vulgar words or galis to the opposite country because we think we belong to this country. So people other country are my enemies, so let me speak some bad words. So many people do that. Every day they do that. Not as a member of ISKCON we can do that. It's not allowed because that is not the mood of Srila Prabhupada. Correct? Because ISKCON is preaching in every country, including so-called enemy countries. Prabhupada said, whole day, whole life you think negative about the country, next life you'll be born in that country because they're thinking of that. Just like a man thinks about woman whole life, generally, he becomes woman next life. And the woman thinks of the husband whole life, she becomes husband next life. You know? Generally it happens. But if you're thinking about opposite country whole the time, Dushman, next life you will born there. And that country thinking of the physically born here. Look at the joke. And now they will say, my country, the same person 1 minute ago was in another country. This is my country and I hate that country. Now they're born in other country and I hate that country. What happened to you? If somebody can see both the birth, he says, what happened? ये क्या हो गया? अभी इसको गाली दे रहा था, अभी उसको गाली दे रहा है. You know? Isn't it a joke? The devotee should be above these platforms. So we have a war. Just a Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's war is there. But it is through the holy name. That is our weapon. Kali Kalen Naam Avatar. So if you don't have faith in the holy name, then what you are doing? A business of the holy name. Holy name is not what we say Manoranjan. Now just take this element. This is always the area of grey, but I try to understand. Suppose somebody comes to Guru Puja, and in the Guru Puja he has no bhava for Prabhupada. Guru Puja is going on. He is only doing Manoranjan of the music. He doesn't know what you are singing also. Maja aa gaya. Manoranjan. Entertainment in the name of Kirtan. Just like Prasadam. If you try to enjoy Prasadam, you will fall down in spiritual life. Prasadam is for service. We serve Prasadam. Sometimes we forget this point. Even we as visitors, when you go to any temple, what do we say to the pujari? Can we get some Prasadam? And he gives us even a piece of vegetable or some grain, we take with great respect. Correct? He says it's from the Lord's plate. Anything we take. Therefore, many times the Lord's plate is given in temple, they mix and give. Because they want you to know how to honor Prasadam. Prasadam is not for Manoranjan, for entertainment. It is for honoring. Correct? So similarly, the Kirtan is also in the spirit of service. We should know how much the mood is of prayer. We should not forget the mood of prayer and bring our Manoranjan into it, our entertainment in it. Correct? Then what will happen is that we will start offending somebody who is not doing Manoranjan Kirtan. He is singing, just like Prabhupada does Kirtan. Many people don't want to hear Prabhupada. I don't want to hear Prabhupada Kirtan. They get disturbed. Just that's okay sometime in the background, because that's not Manoranjan at all. There is no entertainment in that. It's a pure devotee's call to the Lord with intensity. My Lord. In fact, Prabhupada sings so deeply, looks like Krishna will stand in front of him, so intensely singing. So every element of Krishna consciousness should not become Manoranjan. Then it loses the power. Then the Kirtan will not be able to penetrate the heart of people. Correct? When you're doing Kirtan, somebody asked Srila Prabhupada, when you do Kirtan, how we should do Kirtan so the public becomes very happy? Prabhupada, Kirtan is not done to entertain the public. Kirtan is for the Lord's pleasure. When you're doing for the Lord's pleasure, always there is the element of bhakti. My Lord, correct? That is the prayer. That is why we hear from devotees. Correct? Now, instead of hearing from devotees, we can pay some joker. He will call himself so-called devotee. And he will come and sing. And he may sing what we cannot sing. But then what is there in it? Kya bacha then? Everything is destroyed. Correct? Then just imagine that after that nobody like to hear our kirtan, because they want to hear those kirtans only. Say, just like we are eating prasada, we can go to some hotel and eat chappan bhog. Sometimes there are some ISKCON restaurants also where chappan bhog is available. Just take that example. We don't eat outside. Suppose you are in Govinda's in one big temple. You eat, they give you 56 items. You eat 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, and then you come to eat prasadam. You will offend this. I cannot eat this. You are offending prasadam of the Lord because you got used to something. So always the mood of devotion should remain, so that we always honor. That respectfully honor. This is the holy name of the Lord being chanted. We honor. Tadvag visargo janataga viplavo yasmin pratishloka baddhivati api namani anantasya yosho ankitaniyas shurvanti gayanti grinanti sadhavaha. Correct? With great respect. When anything is coming from a devotee, we should hear with great respect. Even though he may not be properly composed. Suppose somebody is taking class, he is pronouncing wrong, then he is making grammatical mistake. But still, people want to hear him if he is a devotee. Correct? You have seen so many instances. Because the devotee, he has a pleasure of bhakti in his face. We want to hear. Bhagavatam 3rd shloka. What is the 3rd shloka? Nigama kalpataror galitam phalam shukamukhat amritadavya samyatam. Correct? Shukamukhat. Bhagavatam is only beautiful, but it becomes more beautiful when it comes from the mouth of a devotee. Therefore, we hear from a devotee. We don't hear from so many orators. So many Bhagavad so-called orators, Prabhupada called them Bhagavata Sapta speakers. They just entertain public. They are just doing that. That's why did Lord Balarama kill Romahashana Sutta? Because they're just entertaining the public. There was no bhakti in his heart. Now, don't get lost into that. Then once you start drinking that entertainment, manoranjan, then a devotee sincerely trying to glorify the Lord, you will not hear. अरे मजा नहीं आ रहा, बोर है मेरे को, क्या 2 स्टोरी सुनाने का, 4 जोक सुनाने का, that's why it is, because he is doing manoranjan. It's not that we don't do that, but that should not be the focus. One person had come devotee and he was saying, wait a minute, before the class I want to search one joke. I said, don't take a class, please don't take a class. What kind of class are you going to take? What are you about to do now? What are you about to do? You're going to entertain the public. You're not authorized. You're not qualified to take a class now. Correct? So just imagine in that mood. No, we should never do this. Our whole focus is, this is a prayer. The whole thing is a prayer. And we should know what you're trying to do is almost impossible. And the process cannot be cheated. Sai, खड़े होके class attend करो. खड़े होके attend करो. So the process cannot be cheated. We cannot cheat the process. Suppose we, instead of, because we are trying to do something very impossible. What are you trying to do in Kirtan? A normal sound vibration, you are converting into a spiritual vibration. You are doing something impossible to do. It cannot happen without mercy of Krishna. You have to beg for that mercy. My holy name, please appear. I shower your nectar, correct? That mood should always be there. We are offering bhoga to the Lord, correct? Yesterday somebody was asking, is it that because we don't have devotion, it just remains pure? I said, no. The moment you remember the Acharya, on the order of Acharya, when you are offering, Krishna will accept. How it will not accept? But the other extreme is there. I remember once, someplace I was there. And then I saw the employee. There are so many employees who are not devotees, non-devotee. Sometimes in big places they are used. He was offering. So I asked him, how you are allowing him to offer? How do you say Krishna will not accept? This is another extreme. This is another extreme. Correct? We should not go to that kind of extreme, and then we have to report that and the system was corrected. So this is another nonsense extreme. How do you know he will not accept? Other extreme, you say that I am offering, praying Guru and Krishna. Will Krishna accept? You are good. So definitely Krishna will accept. Till you have faith in your Guru and Prabhupada, definitely Krishna will accept. Because Krishna will never, just like whenever you try to go to meet somebody, what do we say? Usne bheja hai. Suppose you're trying to meet a politician, we always tell some contact, he sent me. Oh, he sent you, he will make you in. Correct? So Krishna also, when you go, why do we chant the pranam mantra? Why did Prabhupada, we are seeing that small clip, when Prabhupada was giving Diksha to Jayapataka Maharaj, he's telling, the pranam mantra, and Prabhupada is telling the pranam mantra, Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutaleshi. Why do we do that? Why is he teaching? Because he knows without that they have no introduction. You go in front of Krishna, pay obeisance, there is no introduction. If you don't pay Prabhupada pranam mantra, Krishna doesn't know you or somebody paying. But if you say the pranam mantra, then Krishna takes you very, very, he accepts the pranam. Very good. Because Krishna wants us to, you go to the spiritual world as a servant of a Vaishnava who is eager to please the Vaishnavas. Correct? Not only servant officially, servant in the eagerness that I am pleasing. Correct? Spiritual life is I am pleasing. Srila Prabhupada, I did some service today. Was it pleasing to you? We should ask. And I know I made so many offenses. Please pardon me. I'll try to do it better tomorrow. When you sleep every day night, please forgive me, Lord Krishna. Srila Prabhupada, please forgive me. I didn't serve you properly today. And I'll try to do better. And I sleep just to get ready, refreshed. Not again, manoranjan, no entertainment in spiritual life. I just to refresh myself, get up in the morning, I'll try to do better service with better attitude. Correct? It's not only I do better attitude, I try to do better also. I try to improve the quality also. Correct? As much as possible. Uttama shloka. If you're singing also, try to sing the best. It's not that we are not going to sing in tune or not. The best. But that's okay. As much devotees can do, that much enough. Not they will go among karmis and learn all nonsense. They are all manoranjan people. They will make you also manoranjan. Correct? Karmis are all manoranjan. They are entertained to make money by singing. If you sit with them, danger is they may contaminate you. If you are great, powerful, okay, but that's a danger. See, it's you not come to know. Slowly you become contaminated. So the spirit should remain of devotion, because you're converting holy name to spiritual. Correct? Our ordinary vibration, you're converting it to spiritual vibration. Similarly, Prabhupada said these books. Prabhupada said not unless somebody is authorized, should not write the books. You cannot write shastras. Unless you have been empowered by the spiritual master, you're not able to create a shastra. You're not able to create a spiritual vibration. Even speaking, giving class. Unless you meditate, I am a servant of the Acharya, you should not give a class. Because the words are not empowered. It's just a sound vibration. It will not shake the heart of somebody towards bhakti. Correct? Main thing, we are carrying the bhakti. The vibration will remain material. Correct? Purity is the force, we say. Why do we forget? One side is Romaharshana Sutta, just entertaining the public without any bhakti. And therefore, Balaram said, shut up. Please don't speak on Bhagavatam. Other side is another devotee who is speaking every word in total devotion to the Lord. That shakes the heart of people. There were once, what happened, Prabhupada was taking class. So devotees were sitting, somebody got up. Prabhupada said, no, why are you getting up? Prabhupada, I don't know English, I know only French. Prabhupada, sit down, I am speaking to your soul. Correct? Because the point is, the vibration is spiritual. Even though he does not understand, it is very pleasing. I remember once we had a Janmashtami, and very simple. That's what it should be. We sang all the bhajans in the songbook. In fact, not only us, the students were with us. All the students were with us. And I went to the audience in between, and I asked somebody, how do you like it? It was very nice. Did you understand? No. The mood is so nice. He didn't understand the meaning of any bhajan, but the mood is so nice. You are praying, correct? The mood is very pleasing. So that is the main thing. Krishna is attracted, bhava grahi janardhana. Krishna is attracted to the bhava. We should not neglect the bhava. That is my point. It's not that we should not have. We should sing in as sweetly as possible. But don't forget the bhava, because that is the primary thing. Correct? The bhava we get lost, we forget bhava. Then what is remaining then? Then it's a joke. Don't make a joke out of the spiritual. Prabhupada said Krishna consciousness is very simple, but don't make a joke out of it. Correct? It should remain sincere. So here we have Vasudeva praying to Krishna that you have come to kill the demons. And I know you will do that. That's what Krishna comes. Many people say that why doesn't Krishna come? He will come. But when he comes, Krishna is not going to remain silent. He is the Supreme Lord. He is the boss. Immediately Krishna will roar. Why you are killing the cows? Please stop immediately. Krishna is Gopal. He doesn't tolerate the cows to be killed. Correct? Because it is for the good of humanity. It's a spiritual sentiment. It is also a material sentiment. It is good for the humanity. Cows should be protected. Correct? Then all the governments will come. We are secular. True? So many countries will come. Krishna Sudarshana will just destroy all the armies. First 5 minutes, Krishna would have killed everybody. Like Parashuram, or what Kalki will do. Therefore, he is not lifting a weapon now. He is giving a chance as Lord Chaitanya. Chant the holy names. It's very merciful. Correct? Suppose somebody is offensive. It is said you cannot win him by offensiveness. You can win him by love. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is by offering love of Godhead through the chanting of the holy name. As the chanting of the holy name spreads all over the world. Anyway, it is spreading. It can spread if it becomes genuine. Just like everybody becomes a devotee and ISKCON is fixed up. Nobody can deconvince him, because there is nothing higher. There is nothing higher. No higher philosophy, no higher process. Anyway, at least one, he'll make minimum 10 devotees. Correct? But then, say he takes some 10 years to do that. He should do faster. Say 10 years he does that. Then within 10 years, the movement will become 10 times. Just like the virus. It is spreading. Same way. Like a virus, it will spread. Then it will become another 10. Correct? 10 times. Another 10 times. Virus is spreading faster. 1 week it is becoming double. We should spread faster than the virus, because we have more powerful process. एक हफ्ते में double हो रहा है ये तो. Already started with nothing. Today it is almost touching 2 million people now. It is. So why we cannot spread like that? Our virus is more powerful. They say Corona, this is Karuna. Mercy of Lord Chaitanya. It spread faster, but it will spread faster provided we become pure. But anyway it will spread. Our process takes time. Will take 100 years, 200 years, 300 years. Prabhupada used to say, now the world is feeling the weight of the Krishna consciousness movement. You bring fire brigade, you cannot close the fire now. It has spread. Then only Prabhupada left the world. He said, I've done it now. Now you cannot stop this movement. And it cannot stop now. What do you say? You bring any rules, laws and regulation, people will still secretly practice. This cannot stop now. Suppose they bring a law, unfortunately, suppose, God forbid, it can happen anytime. They bring a atheistic mood, become strong, they say all temple worship is stopped, nobody is allowed to waste time in all this chanting. Still we will practice, secretly we will do. It is possible, you land up in a country where this is not allowed, still they do. No, is so many countries. It's not allowed. Devotees still do it. Secretly they do. They do in houses and small gathering. How will you catch? And if somebody comes up, what's going on? Birthday party. What do you know what they are doing? It happens. It is going on actually. ISKCON is organizing. So it cannot be stopped now. And this is the way the world will be purified. Not by lifting weapon. Not that we will lift a weapon and stop it. No. This is what the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given at the process, correct? In the moment, as a member of the movement, this is how it will be. True, as outside, the more and more things go on, that's a separate issue. We cannot know the geopolitical, how Krishna shapes the situation. But as far as the movement, what Lord Chaitanya wanted the movement, or Srila Prabhupada has given direction to the movement, it is always very sweet, correct? We at Chaitanya Mahaprabhu never lifted a weapon. When he wanted to kill Jagai Madai, Nityananda Prabhu said, no, not in this incarnation. So similarly, being the followers of Lord Chaitanya, being the members of the movement of Lord Chaitanya, we are not going to lift a weapon or not even speak in that language. We are always Tirinat api suni chayana, taror api sai. Sometimes people may be fanatic. They may speak sometimes very offensive words to the Vedas, correct? In fact, we are not aligned, strictly speaking, even to Hinduism, because everybody does that, they call it, correct? You say, okay, I'm follower of Gita, then at least something. Even that is not there. So, but whatever it is, suppose somebody speaks very offensive word, then they will not speak to you because you are not that. They don't know what you are. They'll speak something to some practice which we don't even prescribe. Even if they suppose somebody speaks something, what is the practice? Tirinat api suni chena, taror api saishuna, amani namanidana kirtana. We softly try to convince the person, no, don't speak like this, it's not correct. And if he's not convinced, just walk away. That's all. Leave that place. Not that I will raise my temper and I'll start shouting. No. Then what's the difference between you and that person? If a dog barks, you should not bark. Let the dog bark, correct? We should maintain our calmness and peacefulness. People speak so many things. People many times are envious of how do people, neophyte people, when they practice their religion, they are envious of other religions. Correct? We should not be on that platform. We're always understanding and appreciative. We meet people. So many people are very innocent. They want to understand Krishna consciousness. We preach to them. But some people are offensive. We neglect them. That is how preaching should continue. Correct? And as more and more people take to Krishna consciousness, even the person, see, everybody, when he is talking to you, he is also open to suggestion. He actually listening to you. Everybody is open to suggestion. Nobody in this world is there who is not open to suggestion. True? Everybody is open to suggestion. So people are open to suggestion. Gently they hear. They understand. And then they start following. Prabhupada said that it is possible. It is possible, but we are not that powerful. Prabhupada went all around the world, and people who did not have any knowledge of Vedic culture, they took to the Vedic culture. And Prabhupada said, in India it should be very easy. Because just because some invaders, maybe people have changed their faith, Prabhupada, it can be changed. It can be brought back. But then we are not powerful enough. Our approach may also be wrong. Correct? The process may be wrong. And we may lack the purity to do that. So neither we know the proper process, neither we have the purity. So with the proper spirit of Krishna consciousness, we should proceed with this message of Lord Chaitanya, not devoted, not disturbed or agitated by so-called fanatic people. Not at all. We should cool head. We should in a very Brahminical way, present the facts, and people will take.